Hi, my name is Mike Overland. I am the Manager of Worship Resources for Yamaha Corporation of America. We set up the classes so that they build on each other, and we also can bring the different tracks together when it makes sense. So we hardly ever have someone just on one entire track without ever seeing the rest of the folks at the event. There are several where we've combined the audio folks and the musicians, and there's someone where we combine the audio folks, musicians, and singers. So it's an incredible opportunity for someone to bring their entire team, and rather than like a normal conference you may go to where you come to an event and split up in a million different directions, then meet at the end, you will actually spend time learning and growing together during the event as a team.
My name is Daryl Sutton. I'm the market manager for the House of Worship for Martin Professional. And today, as you can see behind me, the guys are actually working right now in the workshop that we spent this whole afternoon, where they actually been working on the system. That we've got 24 Martin movers on the stage, and they're getting to play with it and understand how all that works. We've just had a great time this week.
My name is Jacob Cody. I'm the House of Worship marketing specialist for Yamaha Commercial Audio. What we do in my class is I bring about 8 to 10 digital mixers to put in the classroom. What they do is they just practice mixing, and I do an introductory course right before that, teaching them, okay, this is the basics of the console, this is how you can get around, and I'll actually do a quick setup of a mix right there in front of them, and they get we have a camera right on top of my console that shows them exactly what I'm doing, all my hand movements and EQ curves and such, and then I play the tracks with them, and they themselves get to practice. So it's a real positive, constructive course on just either mix development or just learning concepts about mixing and just fundamentals, 101 fundamentals from the basics.
We're all about training and equipping the church. Even though we work for some manufacturers, this is all about ministry for us.
They want to teach us as sound people, as musicians, as part of the whole worship team, that leading worship, whatever your job is a corporate activity. We are here as a team to put together the best sound, the best video, the best music we can put together to help the congregation get closer to God.
Being able to meet other brothers and sisters in Christ that you've never met before. There's a real unity, a connection that we're all creative ADD guys, you know, one of those things, and just realizing that we're all here for the same purpose. For better technology and to grow the support of the message at each one of our local churches.
As a worship leader, this not only helped me with my vocals, but it's so biblically grounded that I felt like every time we could come together, it was like we could bring the worship into all of it, and it wasn't just about improving my skills, it was about God in depth.
I learned quite a bit. I mean, just overwhelmed by some of the very simple miking techniques that I had learned years ago in college, but you know, hadn't put into practice at our church.
We learned everything from microphones to mixing for big events to digital soundboards to the grand to even the smaller details, even theory class about sound.
We've enabled a system where for 3 days you can actually come, you can take off work easily. It's very inexpensive to participate, and you can actually get hands-on experience from professionals, not only professionals from professional manufacturers, but professionals that are brothers in Christ and sisters in Christ that understand, and we're worship leaders, we work in the market, we're there every week doing the same thing you guys are doing, and we're just sharing what God has given us the opportunity to learn and to experience, and we're just trying to pass that on.
The coolest part about WATS was that I just got to really get hands-on in the classroom. Stuff about vocals. Since being a worship leader, it really helped me out. I've never had any training, and I've had more training here than I ever expected to have anywhere.
My goal now is to go back to my church as a servant and say, look, these are all these great tools that I have that I'm going to share with you as a worship team. And then together we're going to come up with a plan to help our congregants get closer to the Lord by really making ourselves as musicians, as sound people, invisible, so that the word gets out in a way that is really seamless.
It's a great time and a great place to bring your singers, your technicians, your worship leaders, your worship musicians. We firmly believe that the platform is filled with worship leaders, and there's one praise team. Half of them are on the platform and half of them are at front of house, so make sure you bring them all.